14 here, the fantasy basketball season, and only 3 more weeks to the fantasy playoffs come up here. And here's a few players I would drop off my roster at the guard position this week. The first guy is Josh Richardson of the Dallas Mavericks. So Richardson a few weeks ago, he was a recommended ad in fantasy leagues, but right now he's been pretty droppable over the last few days here, and he's already been dropped in 4% of fantasy leagues. This week is Richardson on the season. He's ranked 132 in fantasy basketball, 12.8 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1.6 threes a game, 92% from the foul line, and 43% from the field. But the last couple weeks now, the numbers, they've definitely dropped down here for Richardson. 8.5 points a game, 4.8 rebounds, 3.8 assists, 1.3 threes a game, 83% from the foul line, and 31% from the field. So those numbers obviously are piss poor. They're pretty bad. And Richardson, he's just been in a slump here with this Dallas team. And now the playing time might go down even more with J.J. Redick traded to Dallas last week in the NBA trade deadline. And the last 3 games here for Richardson: March 26th versus the Indiana Pacers, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, a block, and 2 threes. March 27th at the Pelicans, only 4 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. And then the 29th at the OKC Thunder, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and a 3. So Richardson, he's known for his 3-point shooting and his decent scoring, but right now he's just not doing that for fantasy owners in Dallas. And he's a player I probably could drop easily this week and pick up better options on the wire. The second guard is Ricky Rubio of the Minnesota Timberwolves. So Ricky Rubio, it's been a tough season for him this year. The T-Wolves, they were happy to get Rubio back in the trade this season, but now Rubio this year, he just hasn't done much on the season. He's ranked 127 in fantasy basketball, 8.3 points a game, 3.2 rebounds, 7 assists a game, 1.4 steals, 84% from the foul line, and an awful 38% from the field. So Rubio, he's hurting field goal percentages a lot. He obviously don't score the basketball much anymore like he used to, and he's just struggling. And then the last couple weeks now, he's averaging 7.6 points a game, 3.4 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals a game, 93% from the foul line, but the shooting percentage has gone down even more at 31%. So Rubio, he's a good guy for steals and assists, obviously, but besides that, he don't contribute much to fantasy owners. And the last 3 games, it's just been poor performances where you could find better players on the wire. March 26th versus Houston, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. Then again versus Houston on the 27th, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals, and a block. And then the 29th in Brooklyn, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. So right now, Ricky Rubio, the numbers aren't there, the production isn't there, and somehow he's still owned in 66% of fantasy leagues. But all 10 and 12 team leagues, and probably 14, I would drop him. And the third and final guard I would look to drop this week is Jordan Poole, the Golden State Warriors. So Jordan Poole, he filled in very nicely for Steph Curry. The couple weeks he was out with the tailbone injury, but now Curry came back the other night and he dropped 32 points just like Curry would do each and every time, dropping 30 plus. But anyway, Jordan Poole, he was a good fill-in, no doubt about it, but now with Steph back, he's only going to play 15 to 20 minutes a game, and the production's just not going to be there, in my opinion, here for Poole. And Poole on the season, he's ranked 243 in fantasy basketball, 11 points a game, 1.6 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 1.7 threes a game, 92% from the foul line, and 47% from the field. But now with Curry back, these numbers, they're just not going to mean much. And he was having a great run when he was playing 30 minutes plus. March 25th, he played 30 minutes at the Kings. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 threes. March 26th versus the Atlanta Hawks, 15 points, 4 assists, 3 threes. And then his first game with Curry back in the lineup versus Chicago a few nights ago, only 7 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, a steal in 18 minutes of play. So Poole, the opportunity just isn't going to be there. The minutes, like I said, are going to be low. And at this point, a lot of managers are already dropping them at 18% this week. So that's a few guards I will look to drop here in Week 14 of the fantasy basketball season.